Hi friends, hi friends, hi friends. Happy Thursday. How are you? I've missed you guys so much since the last time that we got together. Hi everyone, it's so great to see you joining. Laura's here and Amanda and Maria and Lindsay and Heather. Hello everybody, I'm so glad to see you guys. Let me know where you are watching from in the comments if you would like. In case you are new on the scene, my name is Hillary LaMay. Hello Beth, and I want to personally welcome you to another Throw It Out Thursday episode here. I am your label reading gangster hostess, and together we kick chemicals to the curb. Hello Megan, hello everybody, hello Donna, hello Helen, and we use our essential oils and we use them with ease and fun, and it has never been a more exciting time to be an oiler. And I am an essential oil educator, a platinum global team leader, and AromaTouch certified practitioner with doTERRA International. Hello guys. Oh, I'm excited to see you from New York. I hope you guys have great weather there. Hello, Pam. Hi, everyone. And I am so tremendously grateful that you've chosen to spend some of your evening here with me. Buckle up because we have a jam-packed power hour ahead. So we are going to dive right in. I've been sharing doTERRA essential oils since 2014. I've been running a global oil team since then, and I've been bringing my favorite recipes and ideas and life hacks for you. Hello from Missouri. I'm so glad to see you. Yes. And I've just loved bringing you these amazing nuggets and ways for you to feel comfortable using your oils on Periscope since 2015. And we have covered so much ground together. We are like a family, and I love just having this cozy space together. And before the first month of 2019 ended, I wanted to finally do something that I've been wanting to do actually since the beginning of starting these broadcasts, and I didn't get a chance to because there were just so many other things that I wanted to cover. And we're finally doing all the things that we want to do, right? Everything in your life, we're going to make sure that we hold space for doing those things and living those things for you. And so we are starting at the start, and today we're starting at the very beginning, the absolute foundation for establishing your healthy wellness habits. So that is what tonight is all about. And hopefully by showing up for you consistently over the years on Thursdays here together, you felt inspired to use your oils consistently and help your family share those with friends and just really the beyond. I mean, this is limitless. This essential lifestyle is so wonderful. It's so empowering. And then this platform of Periscope allows me to share my passion for those doTERRA essential oils with you, and my love for wellness living, and really just the freedom to create whatever we want, whenever we want to, because we get to decide how we live this wellness lifestyle. And so however you got here, I hope you will stay. If you have to leave, you can always catch the replay, so you don't have to worry that you're going to miss anything. But also keep in mind that whoever brought you to doTERRA gets so much joy out of supporting you, answering your questions, watching you grow, nurturing you. And so be sure to reach out to them first and foremost anytime that you've got oil questions about your membership, any of those things. They are your oily person. And if you would like to share this broadcast, you can click the 3 buttons at the bottom, and you will see that at the bottom right corner, and that allows you to share my broadcast across your media. And then you can also tap the bottom of the screen as many times as you like, and that just gives me a little heart and lets me know that you're enjoying this time together, that you're learning, and you're having a great time with me. Hello Melanie, I'm so glad to see you. And if you miss anything, you are covered. I got your back. Mama Hillsy's gotcha. You can go to youtube.com and keyword search my name. You can come back here to my Periscope recents and see the last 100 Periscopes, and then you can get the rest on YouTube. And if you're joining for the first time, you've got a lot of catching up to do. So we're gonna dive right in. I want you guys to put up a 1. Hello, Sandy. Put up a 1 if you are not quite sure that you are truly maximizing your oils. So no matter how long or no matter how short it's been that you've been using doTERRA, put up a 1 if you're not quite sure that you're really getting the absolute maximum out of those oils that you can get. Because tonight I am giving you a freebie. This is our LaMayzing Got Your Oils Now What for the first time that we've ever done publicly in this forum. So I get messages almost every single day from people saying they never got a welcome call, they have no idea what their 90-day wellness plan is, or how to craft one, that their enroller maybe doesn't respond, or whatever the unfortunate circumstance might be, that that they are really not sure what to do with their oils. And, you know, yes, they can look it up, but sometimes they are searching for new ways to maximize them and really get their money's worth and make sure that they are seeing those changes. And this is, again, the foundation for establishing healthy habits every day is what this is all about, and making sure that at any point in time, because even if you did have a welcome call, many of you are my oilers, so we got to chat together one-on-one and craft your 90-day wellness plan. But maybe it's been 2 years or 3 years or 4.5 years. And so all the people that I got started with me when I started, you know, their goals might have changed since we met last. And so it's really great to feel empowered that you have the tools, you have the framework to be able to do this on your own whenever you want to. And so when you enroll with me, of course, you get a welcome call and a wellness consult if you choose to take me up on that offer, where we walk through how to use your oils. And, you know, you've made an investment. And so I want to make sure that you're getting the value from that and feeling confident with using your doTERRA oils as a customer. And you also receive continuing education. And so whether people take advantage of that or not is up to them, but it's absolutely offered to everyone on my team. And I started this practice a couple years ago, and ever since, it's just been really wonderful creating such an empowered space for my team. And yes, Melanie, I'm so excited for our welcome call together on Tuesday. This is going to give you a little preview. But so for those of you that might not have had that, or it's been a really long time since we've had our welcome call, this is exactly the structure that I use when I am talking to a new oiler who has just gotten started, and I want to help make sure they feel really comfortable using the oils that they've purchased and brought home, because I don't want them to just sit around in your house collecting dust. If you feel intimidated, you're not going to open them up and play with them and see their value. So we do this class actually privately every single month in our Empowered by Oils team, and I'm blown away by my leaders who step up and volunteer to teach these classes to help me. And regardless of how seasoned or how new of an oiler you are, I hope that you will get a pen and paper. So I'm going to be participating along with you. And, you know, for once and for all, you can feel like you have a fresh start, starting at the new year with a clear wellness GPS. This is your roadmap of how you're gonna make challenges to, you know, seeing those challenges in your wellness and being able to see incremental changes and slow growth in each of those areas. And if you are getting support you deserve, that is amazing, and I'm so glad for you. And you may be learning new things. So maybe your leader does it a little differently. Maybe the welcome call you had was structured a little differently. So regardless of where you are in your journey, it's always great to have a tune-up. And I love this because when my oilers teach this class for our team every month, I love learning from them, and I love how they put their own spin on this, and I love tracking my own numbers so I can have a little tune-up myself. And so like I said, this is going to be a power hour. It's a lot of information, and if you are just starting, you can come back to this anytime, which is so great. And this will be nice and cozy and saved in the cloud here for you to refer back to anytime. So this is just soak it up, enjoy, get what you can, and then you can always come back to it later. So our agenda for tonight's Got Your Oils Now What? First, we're going to talk about the 3 basic ways that we use our oils. The next is we're going to review our wellness pipelines and just craft a basic wellness plan so you feel comfortable doing that. We're going to talk a little bit about saving and getting free oil and points and shipping, just super briefly. That's something that I really want you to reach out to whoever brought you to this oily world, and they can help support you and make sure that you're maximizing all the perks of your account too. But we'll briefly touch on that. And then one of my favorite segments is what my favorite first LRP bundle is. So an LRP is your loyalty rewards program, and that's like the Amazon Prime or the Costco of getting your doTERRA products and maximizing them. And when you get a starter kit, that's an amazing foundation because you've got the top 10 oils. But there's lots of other things that you might want to explore down the road. So I'm gonna be bundling up a few of my LaMayzing ideas for what you can package up together that's gonna give you a lot of surface area to cover in your wellness, so to speak. So we're gonna jump in the 3 ways that we benefit from our oils: topically, internally, and aromatically. So topically just means on our skin, right? Using rollers, and you've seen me using these rollers for years on Periscope here. And these are from the Root and Petal. Shout out to my friend Becky, who brings these rainbow delights to us all the time and makes sure that we have quality products to store our liquid gold in. And this is a super cost-effective way of making your oils last, because when you make a roller bottle, you're covering a larger surface area than if you just put one drop of oil on your skin and it's sort of like, you know, it evaporates into your skin. But when you're using a roller ball, which has carrier oil, the carrier oil is covering a larger surface area. So you're actually maximizing the coverage of that oil. And so, and again, the root and petal roller balls are the only ones that I use, and they have both a glass roller and then the little roller ball on top is frosted glass. It's not plastic. So you want to make sure that if you are going to purchase rollers, you make sure you get the root and petal because they're great quality. And the colored caps are a bonus, and they're really fun and cute, and your kids will love getting involved too. So standard dilution that I like to use for babies and kids up to 12 is 1%. Now, again, I encourage you to tap in here to your resources, and whoever brought you to doTERRA may have their own preference of dilution. This is just what I prefer to maximize the absorption of the oils. For littles is 3 drops of each oil, and then you top your roller ball with fractionated coconut oil, which is just a carrier oil to help maximize the absorption of the oils on your skin and cover a larger surface area. And then standard dilution that I like to use for adults is 2%, which is approximately 5 drops per oil in a 10 ml roller bottle topped with fractionated coconut oil. So we're gonna make a basic roller so that you can watch and feel empowered and do this along with me later on if you are ready and want to do that. So you're gonna take your roller bottle and then you're gonna grab whichever oils resonate with you. These 3 happen to be what we kind of call the Holy Trinity: lemon, peppermint, and lavender. And these are all in the top 10 starter kits. So this is a really great way for you to just sort of tap into all of those incredible ways you can use your oils, because each of these oils, you can use them in hundreds of ways, and then together they're even more powerful. So this combination of these 3 oils is going to help support our respiratory system, open up the airways, and so we're going to take 5 drops of each. So I'm going to show you so you feel really comfortable and empowered. And I know that in the future, when people are watching this video, I'm going to be able to tag folks that are saying, hey, how do I make a roller bottle? Or, you know, how do I maximize my oils? And I can tag them in this video. And so for those of you that are watching in years to come, this is going to be a really great resource for me to share with you. So we're going to just take our roller bottle. We're going to take our essential oils. Now, for me, because I love crafts, hello, Sarah. I love having these dropper tops. This is not necessary, but as you move along in your oil journey, you might find that you really, really appreciate these. And these are from Share Oils. So shout out to my girl Elka, because I just love how convenient it is to have roller bottles around the house from the root and petal. And then when we're making and refilling, we've got these great dropper tops from Share Oils. So we're going to take 5 drops of lemon and just put it right into this roller bottle. Just like so. Super simple. Anyone can do this. Get your kids involved. Let them enjoy this time with you. And then we're going to add 5 drops of lavender. And you're going to feel like a super cool mixologist. Okay, 5 drops of lavender and then 5 drops of peppermint. So lemon is cleansing, lavender has lots of antihistamine properties, and peppermint is very oxygenating and cooling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is going to be a great way for you to just open up your airways, and this is one of our absolute go-tos for anyone that wants support with seasonal threats or any allergens, maybe pet allergies or anything like that in their home. And then this is my favorite fractionated coconut oil. You can certainly purchase it from doTERRA, but I love that this is a super sized bottle. This is 16 ounces and it comes with a pump, and doTERRA's is only 4 ounces and it doesn't come with a pump. You have to purchase that separately. So when people get started with me, I send them a set of roller bottles from the root and petal, and I send them a bottle of fractionated coconut oil, because that way when their oils arrive, their gifts from me have arrived, they have all the tools they need to really participate when we do this call, because on our call I have them make the rollers on their own, so it's really fun. So we're going to just top this with fractionated coconut oil, and this is just solid coconut oil that's been fractionated, which means that the fatty lipids have been removed, so it stays liquid at room temperature, which is pretty neat. So it's just the same as like the food grade coconut oil that you cook with and that you can oil pull with, except that it is liquid at room temperature, so it makes a great option as a carrier oil. And ta-da, we've made a basic roller bottle that we can apply topically. This is so simple and easy, and then when we top it with fractionated coconut oil, it's going to maximize the coverage that we're going to get on our skin. And then we grab our fitment, our little roller ball fitment, and we just press it down all the way until it clicks, and we put our lid on, and it's awesome. Now, the booklet that came with your starter kit This is just a little booklet that came with it. If you open it up in the middle, you will see the fold which has cap stickers, and these are really fun. And so what I like to encourage my oilers to do is grab the stickers that correspond to the oils that are in the roller that we made. So we're gonna grab the lavender, we're gonna grab the lemon here, and we snagged a geranium accidentally too along the way, and then we're gonna grab a peppermint. And you know what, the peppermint I've already used, so I will grab that in a minute after we wrap. But you can just put your cap stickers on here and you'll know exactly what's in there. And if you run out like me, I have extras in my office, but if you run out, the cool thing is there's a little string here of blank cap stickers that you can put blend names. I could put respiratory support on there, and you can put anything you want on there. So this is really handy. This is gonna cover your single oils and your blends. So this is in the center of your essentials booklet that comes with your starter kit. And so now you're a blending boss, because that's all it takes to make a super simple roller bottle. So the second way that we use oils is aromatically. So breathing in the aromatic benefits of these oils through our nasal passages. That's gonna help stimulate both the body, it's gonna stimulate the brain in incredible ways, and you can do this with any roller you have or with a diffuser. And so we're gonna get oily, so feel free to grab the oil that's closest to you wherever you're watching, hopefully somewhere cozy, and you're gonna roll it into the palm of your hand. So you're just gonna take your roller bottle and you're gonna just make a couple revolutions in the palm of your hand like this, okay? And then we're gonna warm up the oils and we're gonna cover our nose and mouth with our hands. We're gonna take a few deep breaths. It feels so nice. Oh, Helen took her book today to study. Oh, that's a great use of your time, Helen. And just feel those oxygenating elements of the peppermint and lemon and lavender. Let's see, Julie purchased a book. They came out with those after I signed up. Yeah, actually, Julie, you can purchase them directly from the back office. So you can hop into your back office and purchase this for $35, or you can call customer service and they can put the order in for you too. So yeah, you definitely want to grab that if you don't have it already. It's a great resource, and it has all these beautiful colored pages with information on each of the oils, and I highly recommend this. And what's also cool about this is in the back, it has the cleanse and restore protocol little checklist and guide, so that's really handy too. And so when we are doing this, we can press the oils on our chest, on our wrists, on our pulse points, and it's just really starting to open up the airways, and it feels so nice. Now, diffusing is another way that we can use our oils aromatically, and it's just a simple way to enjoy your oils. Use whatever blends or oils that you like. And so all we're gonna do is just take our Lumo diffuser from doTERRA, and this comes in the Natural Solutions starter kit, and you'll see that it has a red dot right there. So what we wanna do is take water, we wanna put our oils in, and then we wanna fill up the diffuser to the red dot with our water. And so for this one, I am going to do the same blend that we did in our roller bottle. So we're doing double support, right? We've got our roller for topical application, and then we can also use our oils aromatically. And diffuser blends are so wonderful. You can choose your own adventure. So we're gonna put 3 drops of lemon, and then 3 drops of lavender, same oils, just different application method. And then 3 drops of our peppermint. And this is so simple, don't feel intimidated at all. You can totally do this. And then we just fill to the red indicator light with our water, like this. And then we just cover with the lid, like so, if it wants to work for me. And then you just press the mist button, and then you see the beautiful mist. See, can you see that? How gorgeous is that? And you can breathe it in, you can have that in your workspace, and it feels so nice. And you can turn the light off on this one, or you can keep the light on. It's really nice to have this, especially if there are any seasonal threats you're dealing with, or any pet allergies that you might have in your home. So this is a really amazing way to maximize your oils. So first we talked about using our oils topically on our skin, and then next we talked about using our oils aromatically. And there are just so many ways to use them in that frame of reference. And then we also can use oils to eliminate things that were toxic in our homes, like candles. So if you can feel comfortable diffusing, you can eliminate the need for candles, because you can scent your home in any number of ways that you like. And chemicals to the curb, right? So we're swapping out, making non-toxic swaps where we can. And this is where you become a label reading gangster, because you can realize, wow, I don't need those scented candles anymore. I've got my oils and I've got my diffuser. And this is just a great way for you to scent your entire home. And then the third way that we use essential oils is internally. So this is something like, putting a drop of lemon in your water, or a drop of lemon in your tea, or a drop of lavender or peppermint in your water, or peppermint in your tea. And this is allowing your body to help detoxify and flush out anything that your body doesn't need anymore. Settle an empty stomach, especially with peppermint. Lavender is super calming. A lot of people like to put that in their tea before bed. And then I love, love, love a drop or two of lemon in my water. That is an everyday staple for me. And all of these come in all of the top 10 kits. So chances are, if you have doTERRA oils, you have at least these 3. And so then in this case for tonight, we're gonna also use oils internally, where you can use them sublingually or under the tongue. And so we're going to do a drop of frankincense under the tongue. This is something I do every Thursday before I have a broadcast. And this is going to just help with any anxious feelings, help me at the cellular level. It helps with head tension. It helps with internal inflammation. And it also comes in all of the starter kits. Ooh, Tammy's drinking green tea with a drop of cinnamon bark oil. Yum, yum, yum. That sounds incredible. And so now that we've covered the 3 main areas and ways that we use oils simply, you're going to see how simple and foundational this is as we take these principles and apply them to our daily health habits each day. And they are not meant to collect dust. I want you to use them. So we're going to switch gears a little and chat a bit about your wellness pipelines. So you've all gotten started on your doTERRA journey for a reason, and I want to ensure that you are maximizing your enjoyment and results with your oils. And so how do we do this? So it's important to always really be evaluating our own wellness and measuring that progress so that we know what's working and that we know what's not working, right? So when we feel tension in an area in our lives, we know, okay, this isn't working. And when we feel really aligned and streamlined with different processes in our lives or in our day-to-day routine, we know it's working. If your car is not operating properly, you know. And if your body's not operating properly, you also know. So in order to do that, we need a baseline. And you should have received this booklet from doTERRA, again, when you got started. And so read through the various oils, get a feel for some of the doTERRA offerings, what you feel drawn to, and some of those healing therapeutic benefits of these oils, and kind of see what resonates with you and what strikes you, and get an idea of what is going on in your wellness after reading about some of the healing properties of these oils. And you can maybe make that note as you're flipping through. Maybe spend 5 or 10 minutes a day just flipping through and learning about each of the oils. The Live Guide is another tremendously wonderful resource that I love to use for all of my wellness pipelines and crafting all the wellness plans and wellness consults. And this is available for free download on doTERRA.com, and you can purchase it and you can get a print copy, but you can also print it out. And you can, when you log in as your customer, with your customer ID, you'll be able to do that. Now, what I like to do is take some of these pages and laminate them. So we're going to show you this in a little bit. This is a wellness consult on page 16. But on page 3 of this, you will see a breakdown of your wellness pipelines. And these are different areas of your wellness that we're going to focus on. And this is going to help us rate ourselves on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the areas that we need a lot of support in, and 10 being areas that we are doing great with. And I don't want you to overthink this, so I want you to grab a pen and paper, because we're going to do this together. And then in the back of this Live Guide on page 16 is the wellness consult. And so that's what I print and put in a little page protector so that I can use a dry erase marker and fill this in for myself, fill this in for my customers. And so there are 3 boxes here, and the boxes are your top 3 health priorities, and then below are your 90-day goals for each of those priorities, and then the natural solutions and oils that you need for each of these. And so then this area has a morning, afternoon, and evening, so you can kind of make some notes as you and whoever you're doing your wellness consult with are able to, to have really an idea of what's going on in here. And this is fairly new. So if you had a welcome call before this came out, definitely we can sync up and check in and see how this is going. And then down below, it kind of gives you an area where you can set up your future wish lists for your next 3 months of things that you want to order that support the 3 things that you're going to work on for the next 90 days. So again, if you are like me and you love lists and you love staying organized, you can grab a page protector, print it out for free, and use a little dry or wet erase marker, and you can put in your goals, and then after 90 days when you've achieved those goals, or those goals have shifted or evolved, which is normal and expected, you can change it without having to reprint the page. So I really like that a lot. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through this exercise together. So I want you to jot down your numbers on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm doing it too, right along with you. And you're going to keep this safe. And I want you to write the date today. So today's date. So that way, in 30 days, maybe put a little reminder in your Google Calendar to do your wellness pipelines again. And maybe have that recurring every 30 days in your calendar so that you are taking that time to hold space for your own wellness and be in charge and behind the driver's seat with your GPS, okay? So sleep is number 1. Sleep on a scale of 1 to 10. I want you to rate yourself. Now, 1 being frequent wake-ups, maybe you're feeling restless, waking up tired, having a hard time falling asleep, and then a 10 would be you're falling asleep quickly, you're staying asleep, you're waking up feeling rested, you're having 7 to 9 hours of solid sleep a night. So I want you to go ahead and rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 with your sleep. And there's no judgment. You don't have to share this with anyone. I want you to be honest with yourself, because if you're not honest with yourself, it's going to be really hard to have goals that you can stick with. You have to be honest, and you don't have to share this with absolutely anybody if you don't want to. The next one is your nutrition and eating well. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 would be lots of impulse choices, convenience foods. 10 would be eating whole, fresh foods, decreasing your sugar, decreasing your caffeine, decreasing your dairy, and decreasing processed foods. So where along that mile marker are you on a scale of 1 to 10? And this is absolutely a judgment-free zone. Nobody has to know. This is just for you. Okay, the next one is exercise. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being no exercise at all, 10 would be 30 minutes of intentional daily movement at least 5 days a week. That can be stretching, yoga to increase flexibility, walking. It doesn't have to be a fancy gym membership or anything that you have to pay for. You can do workouts at home. There are tons of resources online for free. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I want you to rate your exercise. Okay, the next one is your stress and mood. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 would be anger, frustration, sadness unprompted without much of a trigger. 10 would be feeling that you're actively seeking mindfulness and meditation and feeling balanced and even keeled throughout the day. And when something unexpected comes around, you're like, okay, I've got my oils, I'm gonna oil up. I got this, I can handle this, I'm in control. And feeling that way, and having the mindfulness to and really the self-awareness to be able to acknowledge what's happening around you and how you can stay grounded. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I would like you to rate your stress and mood on a regular average day. Okay, and the next is reducing your toxic load. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 would be that you're using commercial cleaners and drugstore beauty care, laundry soap from the drugstore or the grocery store with fragrances and artificial colors and things like that. And a 10 would be where you're actively eliminating chemical-based cleaning products and self-care products and creating a low toxin environment in your home. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd like you to take some time now and rate your reduction in toxic load. Okay, and then water intake on a scale of 1 to 10. So 1 would be no intentional water intake at all, just sort of accidental here and there. 10 would be drinking half your body weight in ounces per day, about 8 or 10 glasses of water. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd love for you to rate your water intake. And you'll have to toss up some hearts if you're enjoying this and you're finding this helpful for you. The next one is comfortable and regular bowel movements on a scale of 1 to 10. So 1 would be abdominal cramping after meals, bloating after meals, straining to go to the bathroom, maybe loose stool when you're going to the bathroom, or urgency out of nowhere. And then a 10 would be minimum 1 to 2 bowel movements a day, no straining. So I want you to rate on a scale of 1 to 10 your bathroom time. How comfortable is your bathroom time? Because if we didn't talk about poop, then it really wouldn't be a Throw It Out Thursday with me. Poop is such a great icebreaker, by the way. Okay, and then we've got self-care. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 feeling like you don't make time for yourself and that you're always coming in last, 10 being that you're taking mindful time for yourself to do things that bring you joy and relax you on a regular basis. This does not mean going to Target alone, though yes, that does give you joy. If you're going to Target to pick up diapers and lots of other things for other people, that's not the same as a true act of self-care. Taking a bath, having a bun mask, maybe painting your nails, having a nice warm cup of tea and meeting with a friend or whatever that is, a walk for yourself or some exercise, whatever that looks like. So on a scale of 1 to 10, your self-care. And then last but not least, your immunity. So on a scale of 1 to 10, rating your immune system. 1 would be you're getting rebound sicknesses constantly, so you're getting sick or someone in your family is getting sick and then you're getting sick again. And then a 10 would be when people around you are getting sick, you're staying healthy, you're doing all those things. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I want you to rate your immunity. And now, as you can see, we have a lot of information. We have a lot of data right now that we can do so many things with. And so now that we've got this information and we've got a date on it, we know that this is a mile marker in time. I'm drawing a line in the sand and I'm saying, of today, as of today, this is where I am. This is my baseline. This is home base. And where you want to go is your 90-day goal. So what you want your days to feel like, how you want to feel mentally, emotionally, physically, how you want your house to look, all of these things. Do you want to have these things around you to remind you of using your oils and have these daily wellness habits sparked in you, that you have your oils handy in your bag? You've got your vitamins at the ready when you need them. You've got your diffuser set up. You've got the water by your diffuser so that you can do all these things to continue these habits each day. And so now that we've got all of this data, we are going to give ourselves grace by breaking it down, because it's very overwhelming to look at this list and see a lot of low numbers that maybe surprise us sometimes, but maybe we've never really taken the time to think. Maybe nobody's ever taken the time to sit with us and say, how is your sleep? How is your bathroom time? Are you drinking enough water? How's your nutrition doing? And so this gives us an actual framework to pull from. So we're going to give ourselves grace, and we're going to look at maybe the 3 areas that are the lowest, that need the most improvement, or whatever you choose. This is your life. This is your day-to-day. This is your wellness. I want you to feel joy of knowing that you're working on these different areas. So pick 3. If they're really big ones, you can even just pick 2, but I like to pick 3 because that's a good variety to help you start to feel comfortable with using your oils when you're beginning. And that's going to help us tap in to what is most essential for us to feel confident and consistent, that we can make these consistent daily action changes that are measurable over time. And we're going to use those oils that we got in our starter kit to maximize how we're going to get to those different areas of change in our wellness. And then we're going to use oils maybe that we don't have. We're going to be able to seek out other tools as the 90 days progress that we might need to help support us in those goals. And so that's where this wellness consult form comes into play, because you should have this and you can write your goals down. And so this allows us to really have that framework, and it's a visual representation that we can go back and look at. And so that's what I want you to focus on over the next 3 months, is creating that foundation of your habit architecture, the things that you do every single day. And when you start to see improvements, it motivates you to want to continue, because the habit is the goal. Okay, so I want you to repeat that inside your head or out loud. The habit is the goal. So the goal is to continue these wellness habits so that you're feeling great all the time. When you see things working for you, that you want to keep that going. And so keep those numbers handy, and it's a perfect time to reach out to whoever got you started in doTERRA for a check-in, for a follow-up. If that's me, I would love to hold space for you, and let's do this. If it's been a year or 2 or 3 or 4.5, because I've been doing doTERRA since 2014, so many of my oilers have had this, but it's been a long time, and maybe they want that. They want to really tap back into having that framework to pull from. And so you can work with whoever brought you to doTERRA. If that's me, reach out to me and let's get you booked for a session. And then keep those numbers handy, and a month from now, when you revisit these on your own and you rescore yourself, you'll see where you've improved, you'll see where you've stayed the same, because the habit is the goal. So over time, we're gonna make these really sustainable changes. So we're gonna craft your basic 90-day wellness plan together, okay? So we're gonna flip to this page 16, and I'm gonna use this as an example. So we're gonna talk about John. We're gonna talk about John. So John is who I'm having a wellness consult with right now. So I'm gonna put his name up here on the top, and John's gonna be writing this along with him, because guess what? This isn't my wellness journey. This is John's wellness journey. So me making notes about John is gonna help me when we do our 30-day follow-up call, but it's not gonna help John at all. John needs to be the one to do this. And so when you do your welcome calls, or when you are having your wellness consult, I want you to be having these notes for your own self, because it's not your enroller's responsibility for you to succeed in using your oils. It's your responsibility. So whether that person's involved in your journey or not, no matter what, this is your wellness each day. I can't crawl through the screen and make you take your vitamins or make you drink your water or, do all of those practices, but that's up to you. And this is where the empowerment comes in. So this is for John. And so we're gonna think about John's numbers. And John, when he rated these numbers, the 3 lowest areas of his wellness pipelines were sleep, that he wanted to improve his quality of sleep, that he wanted to reduce his anxious feelings, and that he wanted to improve his nutrition. So what I'm gonna do is take my wet erase marker, and in these top 3 health priorities, I'm gonna put those down. So I'm gonna write sleep and mood and nutrition. Okay, right here, sleep, mood, and nutrition. And so in the middle, that's where we can pick these things to implement and make it super simple and super consistent. And this is what I mean by one oil, one issue, one drop at a time to support us. So that's what we're gonna do, right? So those 90-day goals, maybe for his sleep, he wants to get 7 to 9 hours of restful sleep. So I'm gonna put that in there. And then for his mood, maybe he wants to have control when he feels anxious feelings. Okay, and he wants the self-awareness to understand the triggers, what's happening there. And then with nutrition, he wants to feel like he's eating more balanced meals. So how about more balanced meals? Okay, so we're gonna put that in here. So now we've got some directions, right? We know what we want to do. We know what we want it to be. We know what the goal is going to be for those 90 days. And after 90 days, John wants to be getting 7 to 9 hours of restful sleep. He wants to feel control over his anxious feelings, and he wants to feel like he's having more balanced nutrition. Okay, so that is the first 2 columns. Then the third is the natural solutions that he has or that he's going to need in order to support that. And then down below, you can do more filling in with morning, afternoon, and night. And if we had all night long, then I would absolutely go through all those. But I encourage you to check in with these and see what things that you want to support that you can implement for those daily wellness habits. And so what we're going to do is we're going to briefly chat about beyond the top 10. What's next? Because when you've gotten your starter kit, what else is there, right? How do you use those goals? And maybe if you need some extra support for some things you're working on that you can't get from your top 10 only, then this is how we can support those future goals. So the beauty of LRP, or the Loyalty Rewards Program, is the fact that we are able to use it like Costco. Yeah, this is SMART goals. This really is SMART goals, Melanie. It's like Costco. It's just an amazingly flexible way for you to tap into reaching into the plethora of opportunities in all these different products and oils and things that doTERRA can offer us to support our goals. So whoever brought you to doTERRA can review all the specifics with you, but basically in a nutshell, you're getting 10 to 30% back on everything that you ever buy when you purchase through the Loyalty Rewards Program, which is the only way that you want to buy. So that's how you're getting points. You're getting reward points. So that 10 to 30% is going to grow over time. So all the times that you're consistently ordering, your points that you are accruing for free product that you get to have is just gradually building and building. And you also get all of your shipping reimbursed for more free product credits, and a free oil every month when you spend 125 PV, which means product value, and that's about $125. So people ask me all the time once they get started, what's my favorite first LRP? And so I always shift this right over to their wellness goals. And this is where you're gonna see the connection with the activity that we just did, okay? So when we're talking about our goals, and we want to figure out what things to purchase, it can feel very overwhelming. If you look through this guide and you're like, oh my gosh, okay, I need rosemary, I need basil, I need Roman chamomile, I need console, I need forgive, oh my gosh, don't get me started about emotional support. It can feel super overwhelming. And guess what? My job is to make oils really simple for you. So that's what I do. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna look at John's goals, and we're gonna take a look and see what products that we could bundle together for John's first LRP so that he is starting to see even more value and getting a little even more finely tuned in to supporting those goals that he has for his wellness. So we are going to talk about some of the favorites that we can do for John that would total 125 PV and support the things that he wants support with in here, okay? So the first thing is the lifelong vitality supplements. This is an absolute must in everyone's first LRP after they get started. The cool thing is, I am so jealous for all of you that just got started, because guess what? doTERRA has answered my questions and my prayers and the things that I've been asking for years. They brought us the lifelong vitality supplements in travel packs because it's so easy to make an excuse. Oh, I don't have my vitamins with me. Sorry, I can't stay on track. But not anymore. Now you can. A full dosage of the 3 lifelong vitality supplements are now in travel packs, which is awesome. So I don't always need that because I work remotely. I work from home. So I have access to my vitamins. But if I wasn't traveling, and when I do travel, and I'll be in Mexico in 2 weeks, I want to make sure that I have my vitamins with me in an easy way. So the lifelong vitality trio is going to support and improve his nutrition. These vitamins fill those nutritional gaps when maybe his eating habits are in progress. Even if you eat really well, I know I just don't know. I can't be eating every hour of every day. And it kind of feels like if we didn't take the right supplements, we'd be eating all day long just to get all the fruits and vegetables and whole grains and protein that our body needs. And so this gives us all of that fertile soil that we need to really help our body thrive. And it is the best selling product that doTERRA offers, which is surprising. Even more than lemon, even more than lavender, even more than On Guard, the Lifelong Vitality Pack is a top seller in doTERRA month after month after month for a reason. So this is also going to give John more energy. It's going to help him feel more emotionally balanced and help him settle into that restful sleep at night because his body has the support it needs at the cellular level and all of his organ systems have the nutrition that they need to thrive. Exactly. They are the best vitamins. They really are. And so that is number 1, the lifelong vitality supplements. And that's 60 PV, about $60. Actually, maybe, I think it's about $79-ish. But to give you the 125 PV to get you to that free oil for John's very first purchase of his LRP after his first initial order, we want to craft some things that are going to get him there. So the first thing is the vitamins. That's going to support this goal right here with his nutrition. So everything that we purchase in our LRP should support the things that we want to focus on because it's easy to squirrel. I want to work on that. I want to work on that. I want to work on this. But then we are off track. And it's so easy to get off track. And I want you to stay focused and stay the course, at least for the first 90 days, so you get really comfortable using your roller bottles, using your oils, diffusing, taking your vitamins consistently. So the next one that I'm going to recommend for John is Copaiba. This is 35 PV, or about $35. And in addition to that, I'm also going to recommend Balance. And I did something fancy, so if you're just getting started, don't worry about this, but I put a little roller ball on top of my Balance because I like to roll this on the bottoms of my feet when I wake up before I get out of bed. And so Copaiba is 35 PV and Balance is 20 PV. And these are like Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. I love these. They're a package deal. Remember how John wanted support with emotions and with supporting anxious feelings and feeling grounded and in charge of his emotional balance? He can add the Copaiba with the frankincense that's already in his top 10 kit, put a drop under the tongue just like I do every Thursday before I broadcast with you for support with anxious feelings and grounding and all of that. So he can pair these together and it's awesome. So all he has to do is add Copaiba and he can be enjoying frankincense on its own under the tongue for anxious feelings before he ever does his first LRP, okay? So this is a great thing to add to your first order if you haven't already. And then Balance goes hand in hand. Balance on his feet in the morning before bed, so both times a day, and really any time of day he might need a little bit of emotional support and grounding. And the same with Copaiba. So these are great, super, super great for all of those emotional things that you might want support with. So as you can see, we've got the vitamins, and then we're adding Copaiba, we're adding Balance, and then lastly, we've got Wild Orange. And Wild Orange is super affordable. This is 10.5 PV, or about $10.50. And I love adding Wild Orange with On Guard, which comes in the top 10, with Breathe, which comes in the top 10, and maybe some lavender, which also comes in the top 10 for calming for sleep. So you can add those oils to a roller bottle. You can diffuse those oils at night. So John's able to support his sleep. He's supporting his emotional balance, and he's supporting his nutrition with our vitamins. So that totals 125.5 PV. Now, when John does that, so for the first 3 months, he's gonna use the oils he's got, and we'll craft the things for him to do with the oils he's got. And then after that, for his next 30 days, so we're working into day 60, he's got the addition of these new oils that he's gonna get. And so when you pair some of these oils, when you pair, for example, wild orange with a peppermint, let's say, which is also in your top 10, it's going to be very uplifting and support him emotionally, help him wake up, help him feel calm, help energize him. So maybe he doesn't reach for those processed foods or caffeinated drinks in the morning to feel a little pick-me-up. Maybe he's feeling really supported and he doesn't need to do that. And so little by little, John is lowering the amount of sugar and caffeine and processed foods he's taking, and he's feeling really uplifted. Maybe John even goes for a walk at lunchtime because John's feeling super amped about these new oily protocols. And he can also use wild orange in his water, peppermint in his water, any of these things. If he's feeling an anxious stomach, he can also add peppermint to his water. You're seeing the flexibility. And guess what? Now John can use what he has from his starter kit in so many ways to start implementing all of these new habits for the next 30 days. And then when his order ships next month, he can add in some of these additional tools. Karen asks which oils should not be ingested. Only oils that do not say essential oil supplement. So you'll see on the side of the bottle, every single bottle says essential oil supplement if it is something like peppermint or lemon or orange, something in nature that you can eat. So in nature, if you can ingest it, the same thing with the oil, because doTERRA oils are pure essential oil. There's nothing else in there. So when you look at your bottles, you'll be able to see it says essential oil supplement. That's how you know you can ingest it. And likewise, Balance is not an oil you can ingest, and it just says essential oil blend. It does not say anything about internal use. That's a great question. So again, this is totaling 125.5 PV. John's getting his free oil, and now John is empowered for support. And so John's gonna keep diffusing. He's got his rollers for emotional support, and he's getting all of his vitamins that he's taking to work with him. He's bringing his lunch to work. And now John is seeing on paper during our follow-up call, after we do, after he's done that 30 days, and then he's added his LRP oils, and John is feeling amazing. He's feeling great. And what he's been feeling for the last month is growth. He's feeling change. He's feeling improvement. His numbers with nutrition, his numbers with emotions and stress, and his numbers about sleep are all increasing. And John is feeling super hopeful. And now John's wondering, what other things can I do to support my wellness each day with oils? And John is empowered. So, got your oils, now what? Well, this is exactly what we do with oils. We break it down into bite-sized elements that are critical foundational areas of your wellness that you can commit to and that you can continue to do with your oils. So even, for example, the top 10, if John was going to make a roller bottle from just his initial order, I would maybe recommend a roller bottle of frankincense and lavender and maybe On Guard and Brave. And he could make a roller bottle of that to support his immune system, to help with restful sleep, and to help with emotions as well. He can diffuse that combo, and then taking his vitamins after he gets those later on. In the meantime, he can be doing, a little bit of peppermint and lemon in his hands, or doing the respiratory blend to support his airways and feeling energized and awake in the morning. And he can use lavender and frankincense for calming and support. He can put a drop of frankincense under his tongue, and then when his order comes, he can snag that copaiba and put that under his tongue too. So this is how we support our wellness. This is how we support the wellness of people that reach out to us that want help with their oils. So if you are someone that feels like their upline is not responsive, or maybe the person that got them started with doTERRA is not in the picture anymore, you can bloom where you are planted. You have all the tools. These are free resources. These are free for you to download anytime you want them. These are yours for the taking. So I love this. You'll have to put up a 1 if you feel like it. If you feel like this was helpful, if you feel like you can feel empowered to create your own 90-day wellness plan, where you're breaking it down into super small bite-sized pieces, where you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You don't need to purchase every single oil in this book, you don't need to have every item under the sun. All you need is the oils that you purchased and to feel super comfortable with how to use the things that you bought and maximizing them, feeling comfortable with blending a roller bottle. Super simple. Less drops is more. It really, really is, because you don't need a lot of drops. You just need consistency. So throughout the day, if John wants that uplifting vibe, he can take a roller bottle of peppermint and wild orange with only 5 drops of each. He can put those in his palms and warm them up and take a couple slow, deep inhalations and feel really focused and energized for the rest of the day. And that's going to help John maximize his oils. And guess what? That roller bottle of just 5 drops of each oil is going to last him for months and months and months. And the value is going to be so clear for John about these oils. So I hope this was helpful for you. And speaking of helpful, before I close, I wanted to share some exciting news that I have launched my doTERRA certified official website, HillaryLaMay.com. So it is live now. You can go there. You can ask me questions. You can send me comments that you might want. You can go to one place to reach out to me about anything. You can get the Stadler coupon codes there. You can link up with the roller bottles of the Root and Petal. You can find the link to shareoils.com. You can find a link to Red Fox Lane there. You can get tapped into anything that you might need. If you need coaching support, I'm there for you. If you've got questions, it's one landing page, because many of you are not on Instagram, or many of you are not on Facebook, or many of you are not on this or that platform. And so that way I felt like being able to launch a website gives everybody a landing page where you can go and reach out to me if you have questions, and you know that I'm going to get those. I'm going to see those messages. You can send me any questions or comments that you have. You can learn about what brought me to doTERRA, and I'm going to be adding lots of things there as well. So definitely go check that out. I look forward to serving you and helping see you just thrive this year in your wellness. And you can also go there to connect with me and purchase essential oils if you need anything. So you can fill out a form there for if you want any more information, or if you want me to set up a strategy call with you where you're not so sure what oils to start with. We can do that as well. You can purchase directly from my site any doTERRA oils that you might need. And it's just going to be great for you. I feel like this year is a year of alignment. This year is a year where we tap into the support and the resources and really do these things for us. Oh, I'm so excited, Michelle, for our call Wednesday. Yes, I can't wait to connect with you and help you craft your 90-day plan. And this year is just about aligning ourselves and really being focused. It's so easy to get distracted and, oh, I want to work on this, oh, I want to work on that. But when you really have that anchor, when you're not sure what to do, go back to those 3. Go back to those 3 areas. John, if he's confused, he can go back for sleep support. He can go back to his oils and using those vitamins, and he can go back to using his oils for emotions. So whoever got you started with oils, they're your person. Go back to them. Make sure that you are using their resources and that you're chatting with them on a regular basis when you have questions. They would love to support you, and they're there for you. When you get started with me, if you are not a part of doTERRA as a customer yet, I would love to welcome you to my oily world. Julie, it's HillaryLaMay.com. Very simple, very intuitive, HillaryLaMay.com. So bookmark that. You can get to my Amazon favorites there as well, which is huge because all the things that I use in our kitchen and our oily tools and accessories and things like that, you guys always are asking, and so I want to make it as easy for you guys as possible to get that information that you want. And so if you are not already a doTERRA customer, I would love for you to reach out to me. When you get started, you get all access to all the videos, research, replays, education, classes, workshops, tutorials. You get every month a Got Your Oils Now What check-in, because that's what we do in our oil squad. And I'm so grateful to have so many amazing leaders that step up to help me and teach those classes each month, and it's so much fun. And I've got all the resources also archived back from 2014 when I began my journey with oils. So don't forget also the updated Periscope schedule that this year we're doing 2 Periscopes a month. And so I will see you in 2 weeks on February 7th, and technology allowing, Dr. Laura Ritchie and I will be broadcasting live from Mexico, where we will be for the doTERRA trip. We're going to be getting an opportunity to volunteer and serve at an amazing opportunity in Mexico to be building some things and helping a local center for children that are there for various therapies. We're going to be able to actually get our hands in the dirt and build a fence and build riding trails for them and interact with the children there in Mexico, and it's going to be so soul-filling. And that's actually something that I've been looking forward to doing since I got started with doTERRA, is doing a service project. And so we will be in Mexico. We'll also be having fun too and relaxing a little bit. And so if our technology and Wi-Fi allows, then next time that we meet, we'll be live from Mexico. So just say a little prayer to the Wi-Fi gods that my phone allows us to stream from there all the way straight to you wherever you are. So I love when you tag me on Instagram and Facebook and social media. I love when you share with me all these things that you're implementing into your lifestyle, this new habit architecture. I'd love for you to tell me, as an accountability partner, what are your 3 wellness goals for 2019? When you tell someone, when you speak them into life, when you write them down, they are so much more powerful. And the habit is the goal, right? So if we get that in our mind, the habit is the goal, it helps us see that through. So I would love for you to feel empowered and share with me, share with your upline leadership, share with whoever's your oily bestie. It's going to be wonderful to see you thrive this year. So that is a wrap on my 182nd Periscope broadcast. I will see you guys, hopefully Wi-Fi willing, in 2 weeks from Mexico, and we will chat soon. Have a wonderful evening and a great weekend, everyone.